present by Baby Gap.
Baby gap do 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 do, baby gap do 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 do, baby gap do 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 do, baby gap.
Hey, Chippewa! As we head into the holiday season, the Nodfather's been busy reflecting on an eventful and fruitful 2021. Despite the lingering presence of the pandemic, I am proud of our school for working safely to provide opportunities for students. And let me tell you, the students ran with it and produced some great results that we are all extremely proud of around here. Now, it seems like things are getting back to normal a little bit, if you know what I mean. Chippewa athletes are representing their school once again and racking up some impressive results. Chippewa musicians have been creative in getting the band back together and filling the foyer with beautiful sounds. Chippewa artists have been creating art and they've been put in the hallways, making our school look beautiful again. And Chippewa students have been active in the community, raising money and goods for people in need. And of course, Chippewa students are making the grades, what we do here. Speaking of which, our grade 12s are getting accepted into university and college, and they're getting ready to start that next part of their journey. It's very exciting times here at Chippewa. And you know, when the Nodfather is filled with joy like he is right now, he likes to give back to the people that make this school a great place. Now, I couldn't buy a gift for everybody in the building, you know. There's a lot of you here, and I don't have funds like that. Funds are a little tight right now. The non-mother wants something sparkly for Christmas, and you know, I gotta provide something sparkly for the non-mother. But I did get some gifts for some of the people that make this place the wonderful place that it is. Now, the Nodfather is very excited to give these gifts out, and I want you to have a little sneak peek before the Christmas season of what we got for these people. Our first gift is for Mr. Coburn. Coburn! Now, I noticed that he's been wearing the same shirt a lot lately to school, so I went to his favorite store, the Baby Gap, and I bought him something special. When it comes to fun, Mr. Coburn, you're number one. And you know what? Something like this probably doesn't even fit the Nodfather's bicep. I mean, I'm pretty huge. But for Mr. Coburn, it fits just perfect. So Mr. Coburn, that's for you. I hope you enjoy that. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Oh, I got the caffeine shakes like Mr. G. Mr. Gagos caffeine shakes. Oh, I better put this down. Oh, you know what? That makes me think maybe we should get Mr. Gagos something special for Christmas. Ah, Mr. G, a little decaf coffee to help with those shakes. There you go, sir. Mrs. Sundstrom, the Nodfather's super proud of you for getting the band back together. I know it was a little bit tricky, but I'm glad to hear that music playing again in the halls at Chippewa. But we feel like you're missing a little something, so we decided to do you a little favor, Mrs. Sundstrom, and we're gonna add somebody to your band. We got Ben Sinclair on the recorder back there, and he's gonna play you a little ditty. Beautiful, Ben, and I know Mrs. Sundstrom's gonna love that as part of her band. Now, we got something special for Mr. Larson. Our athletes brought him home some new banners for the gym this year. And at this rate, we're probably going to fill up the entire gym. I mean, we've been pretty successful, a little bit of a humble brag. But check that out, right there. That's pretty special. So for Mr. Lawson, that's for you. And guess what? We got to recognize the Nodfather. He's awkwardly been trying to assert his dominance in this school. And we know that the Nodfather is the number one boss. We know this. This is known. And if the Nodfather wants to be a number one boss with the Nodfather, he's got to start wearing a tie. Clearly, all these bosses are wearing ties. They work for me. So, Pooh's father, we got you a little tie for Christmas. Check this out. That's for you, Pooh's father. Mrs. Prisco, my good Italian friend. You know, she keeps winning most stylish in the teacher superlatives contest. But it's a wonder how she's doing that, because clearly the Nodfather is the most stylish person on this staff. So, you know what, Mrs. Prisco? If you're going to be the most stylish, why don't you wear something from my clothing line? A very special and unique Nodfather mask. We got that for you, Mrs. Prisco. Special. There's only 8 of a kind. That's it. Next, Mr. Forget and Mrs. Henschel are retiring this year, and the Nodfather's gonna miss them dearly. So, for Mrs. Henschel, my gift to her is that I pledge to not drink out of single-use plastic containers anymore. I'm only gonna drink out of reusable containers. And for Mrs. Henschel, she's gotta remember the Nodfather by something, so I got her a reusable container for her water when she's retired at home. Now, it's a little beat up, just like me, but I know Mrs. Henschel will appreciate the sentiment. And for Mr. Forget, he's a great bud. Maybe I'll get him something light for Christmas this year. A banana, maybe a juicy, rotten banana for his protein shakes that he's been having every day in the phys ed office. Trying to keep healthy in his old age. I respect that. Now, Mr. Carruthers hasn't been around much lately. We hear you're in need for a good set of hands. So we bought you some slightly used ones for the time being while you heal up. Mr. Carruthers, here you go. New set of hands for you. So we'll put that under the tree. And we got, you know what? Teachers are working hard around here, and one of them is Mrs. Milne. And we got her a box of red pens because I hear she's been marking the English kids pretty tough this year. Pens have all been drying out, running empty. So, Mrs. Milne, we got you some red pens. Lastly, and certainly not least, 2 of my favorite teachers, Mr. Schwinnar and Mr. Hopper. Now, Mr. Schwinnar, he's been wearing beautiful headbands all year. Every day is a different headband, and the Nodfather appreciates a guy who's willing to go out on a ledge and wear something a little different. So we got you a headband, Mr. Schwinnar, to wear. And, oh, look at this, Mr. Schwinnar. It's a beautiful one. Now, you got to do a little fancy wrapping here to wrap it around your head, but look at this beautiful headband we got from Mr. Schwinnar. And then Mr. Hopper's got a very nice bald head. But we feel like he could probably shine it up a little. So that's what we did for Mr. Hopper. We got him a little shine for his forehead. Right here, Mr. Hopper, Merry Christmas. And sometimes, you know, when you give so much, sometimes people give back to you. And Mr. Trustwell gave us a very important gift this year. No, it's not his Officer Gold Medal that he won. It's the fact that he looks like Jimmy from the Yellowstone. All of this giving makes the Nodfather very hungry, and I can smell the sauce Mr. Martell's cooking downstairs. I wonder if he's using some spaghetti. Or maybe the spaghettini, I don't know. Anyways, Chippewa, stay safe over the holidays. Take some time to rest and recuperate. And get ready for some more amazing times in the new year. Bye for now.